Quotes from John Owen. From the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. The more I see of the glory of Christ, the more the painted beauties of this world will wither in my eyes. Second quote. Faith, if it be a living faith, will be a working faith. Third quote. Because he is, that is, because he is an infinitely glorious, good, wise, holy, powerful, righteous, self-subsisting, self-sufficient, and all-sufficient being. The fountain and author of all being in good. The first cause, last end, and sovereign Lord of all, therefore, he is to be worshipped, therefore, are we to admire, adore, and love him, to praise, to trust and to fear him. Fourth quote. It is evident that you contend against sin, merely because of how it troubles you. Fifth quote. A man may easier see without eyes, speak without a tongue, than truly mortify one sin without the Spirit. Sixth quote. If our principal treasure be as we profess, in things spiritual and heavenly, and woe unto us if it be not so. On them will our affections, and consequently our desires and thoughts, be principally fixed. Seventh quote. What then is holiness? Holiness is nothing but the implanting, writing and living out of the gospel in our souls. Ephesians 4:24. Eighth quote. Faith is the leading grace in all our spiritual warfare and conflict. But all along, while we live, it hath faithful company that adheres to it and helps it. Love works, and hope works, and all other graces, self-denial, readiness to the cross, they all work and help faith. Yet when we come to die, faith is left alone. Now, try what faith will do. Not to be surprised with anything is the substance of human wisdom. Not to be surprised with death, is a great part of the substance of our spiritual wisdom. Ninth quote. It is not the distance of the earth from the sun, nor the sun's withdrawing itself, that makes a dark and gloomy day. But the interposition of clouds, and vaporous exhalations. Neither is thy soul beyond the reach of the promise, nor does God withdraw himself. But the vapors of thy carnal, unbelieving heart do cloud thee. Tenth quote. No wonder if such persons look upon imputed righteousness as the shadow of a dream, who esteem those things which evidence its necessity to be but fond imaginations. And small hope is there to bring such men to value the righteousness of Christ, as imputed to them, who are so unacquainted with their own unrighteousness, inherent in them. Until men know themselves better, they will care very little to know Christ at all. 11th quote. Selfishness is the making a man's self his own center, the beginning and end of all he doeth. 12th quote. What do we want? What would we be at? What do our souls desire? Is it not that we might have a more full, clear, stable comprehension of the wisdom, love, grace, goodness, holiness, righteousness, and power of God, as declared and exalted in Christ, unto our redemption, and eternal salvation? 13th quote. Free will is corrupted nature's deformed darling, the palace or beloved self-conception of darkened minds. Thanks.